the new year will bring peace, prosperity to you, and have a wonderful time ahead. Now, let's recall what we have learned before. We were discussing about different types of industries. In the last session, we have seen agro based industries. Agro based industries means industries which use agriculture products as their basic raw material, their main raw material. In this sense, we have discussed about textile industry, cotton textile and jute textile. We have seen importance of both of them as well as challenges to cotton textile industry as well as jute textile industry, location of industry and why such locations are ideal for those industries. So certain things we have seen in the last session. By the way, today we are going to discuss about one more agro based industry, sugar industry. Sugar industry we know, right? Sugar we use. Do you use sugar or not?
Yes, sir.
Do you know sugar or not? How it looks alike?
Yes.
How it looks alike? Small white cubes, tiny cubes,
Yes, sir. Small,
right? Particles.
tiny cubes.
And basically in India, we produce sugar from sugarcane. And I hope you know sugarcane as well. Grass, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about that sugar industry. This industry produces sugar from sugarcane. So raw material is sugarcane. And if you talk about India, India stands second as a world producer of sugar. It's second. We are on the second rank in the world in producing sugar, but we occupies first place in production of good. Good, you know, good.
Yes.
What's that? Good.
Jaggery.
Yes, exactly, jaggery. So we are first in the production of good in jaggery and khansari. Khansari is like raw sugar. This sugar at home, table sugar we use, in kitchen we use sugar, that is actually a processed type of sugar. That means after crushing sugar cane and through production of jaggery we get raw sugar, that is khansari. Nowadays we don't use khansari, but in old time people were used, as I know. So the raw materials used in in sugar industry is sugarcane, and sugarcane is bulky and haulage. Its sucrose content reduces. In haulage means during transportation after cutting this, if we keep it for a long time, it reduces that contents of sucrose. Sucrose, that is sugar content in sugarcane, and sugarcane is a very heavy, bulky material. Yeah. So, which location is ideal for sugar mill? Sugar mill is a factory where sugarcane we process to make sugar. So, for sugar
Sir, to
mills,
get raw material easily.
easily. So mainly that area where sugarcane farms are there, right? Where people produce sugarcane, sorry, right? Because
Yes, sir.
bulky raw material transport from far distance, there are two disadvantages. First disadvantage, that means higher transportation cost, and the second disadvantage, as I mentioned, it loses sucrose over the time, that is lost too. Understood this? Okay, so in 2010-11, there were over 662 sugar mills in the country. How many? 662 sugar mills in 2010-11, and spread over different regions like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Gujarat. Apart from this, Punjab, Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh also. As we know that Uttar Pradesh is well known for growing sugar. That is number one state, number one sugar producing state. In the chapter agriculture, we have seen about it, right? And that is also a map activity too. So major sugarcane producing state, that is first rank Uttar Pradesh, followed by Bihar, Karnataka, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Right, those are the major sugar cane producing states. So obviously sugar mills are also set up in this area, because if we transport sugar cane from Gujarat to state like Jammu and Kashmir or Gujarat to Rajasthan, that is a bit difficult, because sugar cane we produce here and sugar mills are there. That is not feasible in both the way. So ideal location where sugar cane available in the region. More, this industry is a seasonal in nature, right? Because sugarcane we don't get whole the year. It takes about a year to grow, but it has a particular
Yes, sir.
season. In the agriculture chapter we have seen, right? And after the monsoon, that sugarcane harvesting starts. More, 60% of mills are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Among 662 mills, 60%, about 60% of mills, sugar mills, are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. 60% are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. So this type of industry is suitable for cooperative sector. In the beginning of this chapter, we have seen that the classification of industries on the basis of ownership. Private industry first, second public sector, third joint sector, joint venture, and fourth cooperative sector. So what do you mean by cooperative sector? Can you explain me please?
Government and
Cooperative
public.
sector, dear. Recall what we have learned before. I think this
Sir,
classification, this classification
which
you
is
had
run
learned.
by both government also and public also.
About classification you had learned in 8th standard in detail, as well as we have seen earlier. If you don't remember, kindly watch the recorded video I uploaded on YouTube. Anyways, Shoaib, good try. Anyone else? Cooperative sector. On the basis of cooperation. Cooperative. Hint I am giving you. Think. Weather is cloudy.
Yes,
Think.
sir. Weather is cloudy.
Okay, so I think in cloudy weather about cooperative sector. I'll only go further if you will answer me. Hurry up. Why too late? All are sleeping, 24 are present today.
The best example ONGC. Cooperative.
Good try. Very well. What about rest of other? Rest of all. Should I start kicking you out from the classroom?
Cooperative sector is cooperative sector industries are owned and managed by group of people.
On and managed by
Group of people.
group of people. Yes. Right? Correct answer. Z. Yasin. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
For example, handloom,
Handloom. Mhm. Who has given this example?
waste, sir. Butter Muhammad waste.
Uesh. Okay, very good.
Sir, example like Amul and etc.
Amul, that is perfect example. Handloom also good, but not 100% correct. I mean, can't we can't take as the best example because handloom can be private too. But okay, handloom we can count. It doesn't mean that handloom also have cooperative. Now let me define you. Everyone, open your ears and listen. Cooperative sector basically like Z said, uh, factory or unit that run by a group of people. Now, who are in this group of people? Those people run, operate, establish industry on the basis of cooperation. So here basically producers or suppliers together they establish factory. In case of sugar industry, sugar mill, so farmers of particular area together they join, form a group, and they establish sugar mill. That is cooperative sector. That means this type of initiative actually beneficial to them because those people can get fair price of their products as well as they themselves process their raw material into finished goods and supply in the market, and this way they earn profit too. Two ways of profit. First profit, they get good price, fair price of their raw material. Raw material they produce, sugar cane, cotton or whatever, right? And second, they themselves process their raw material. So in processing, they process sugar cane into sugar. In this process, if they sell sugar locally, they get less price. If they sell sugar in the market, they get higher price. Value increases, right? So this is the cooperative sector. As Amul example given, dairy industry is also similar like that. Milk producer or supplier, they also form group together, and instead of selling milk, they begin to sell dairy products. So Amul is one of the best example of it. Clear the cooperative sector and cooperative sector in sugar mill.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so sugarcane producers, those farmers, they themselves together in a group they set up sugar mill. They distribute loss and profit according to their share. Clear this thing? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Patwa Faizan? Patwa Faizan. Who's that?
Yes.
There is a message. What's that? I'm not getting your message. Meaning, I mean. What's that? Patwa Faizan. Answer me, otherwise I will remove you from this session.
Sir, Sanawaj is messaging to me that give Hindi screenshot.
Means?
So I reply to him, then it goes to everyone.
What were you discussing?
Sir, he was asking that हिंदी का screenshot भेज.
Don't
Hindi
answer.
subject.
Don't answer. Otherwise, I will stop it. This Sahanawaz.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, beta, this class is for social science, so whatever we are discussing, focus on it. Other than it,
Sir.
you can discuss it later. I don't say not to discuss, you can later on. Don't waste time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, not an
Yes,
issue.
sir. Sorry.
It's okay, fine, don't worry. It's okay. Alright, so what is the cooperative sector in sugar mill, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Faizan, Patwa? Patwa, Faizan,
Yes.
got it or
Yes,
not?
sir. Yes.
Okay, now let's continue. In recent years, there is tendency for the mills to shift and concentrate in the southern and western states of India, especially in Maharashtra as well as some part of Gujarat too. Why? This is because the sugarcane produced here has higher sucrose content. Sucrose means sugar content in sugarcane. The cooler climate is also ensures a longer crushing season. Moreover, the cooperative are more successful in these states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. Major challenges. Now, challenges to sugar industry. Major challenges include the seasonal nature of the industry, as I said before, old and inefficient method of production. Here, our production in India, production of sugar, they use old technique, not upgraded, as well as a problem in transportation, transport delay, because sometimes bad road condition, traffic jam, and due to some other reasons, delay in transportation. So they delay reaching sugarcane to factory and need to maximize use of bagasse. Bagasse that is remaining process of sugarcane after the crushing it, right? And before those bagasse were burnt, but now actually bagasse used for making paper, cardboard, etc. But still, in India, usage of bagasse is not maximized. That is also a challenge to us. So here about agro-based industry, and next we are going to discuss about mineral-based industry. Like earlier we have seen agro-based industry, major raw material if an agriculture product or products, that industry is called agro-based industry. Understood, boys?
Yes, sir.
Like textile we have seen, sugar, these are agro-based industries. Now next here, mineral-based industry. Basically industries which use minerals and metals as their major raw material. Those industries are called mineral-based industry. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Ayman is absent today?
Yes, sir.
That's why.
Yes, sir.
Some people if absent then can recognize easily. Only 24 are present. What about rest of all celebrating a new year? Okay. Now let's talk about. Sorry? Someone said something?
Sorry.
What happened? Please repeat.
Sir, it's 24, but I speak 25.
25. Can you repeat again?
Sir is saying that
Sir.
the 25 present, but 24 is only present there.
That what I said that 24 are present because 25th is myself. Alright, let's get back to our topic, iron and steel industry. As we know that iron and steel industry is basic industry and the most important industry, it is also considered
Yes,
as
sir.
backbone of other industry. Because in one or another way, we utilize iron or steel in every industry. If not as raw material, then we use iron and steel for machinery. Correct? So the
Yes,
iron
sir.
and steel
Correct.
industry is the basic industry since all other industry, no matter heavy, medium or light, depend on it for their machinery. If not raw material, then in the last for machinery too. Means ultimately depend on iron and steel industry. Steel is needed to manufacture a variety of engineering goods, construction material, defense, medical, as well as telephonic communication, scientific equipment, and variety of consumer goods. If we look around us, right now, we'll find the things which use iron and steel either in raw material. If not used in raw material, possibly those things manufactured using machineries made of iron and steel. Like if you have a book, your book, it contains iron and steel. Does it? Does it contain
Yes,
iron
sir.
and steel? Your book, textbook?
Sir, no.
No,
No.
no, absolutely no. Because it's made of paper and aluminium pins, right? But yes, for printing, for making paper, iron and steel machineries were used. So here we know that importance of iron and steel industry. Production and consumption of steel is often regarded as the index of country's development. In the development chapter, we have seen that various criteria we use to classify different countries' development level. So, consumption, use of iron and steel also considered as level of country's development. Iron and steel is heavy industry because all raw materials as well as finished goods are heavy and bulky, right? So in raw material, first of all, iron ore, second, limestone, third, coal, fourth, in fourth, manganese, nickel, carbon, etc. Those are the main raw materials for iron and steel industry. All the raw materials are bulky and heavy, and if bulky and heavy, it entailing transportation cost. Of course, transporting iron ore from one place to another, that is much costlier, as well as the finished goods. Finished goods, you can say, take like iron sheets, steel sheets, iron, steel rods. So such kind of finished goods are so heavy and bulkier. So some here, which location is ideal for iron and steel plant? For an example, take we want to set up iron and steel plant, right? So which location will you prefer? Which area, which region I am talking about, and why?
Sir, better transport.
Better transport. Okay, consider. No,
Yes.
first of all, tell me which location will you prefer? Means name the area, state area or something else.
GIDC.
I mean, where GIDC? Bharuch, Vadodara, Surat, Ahmedabad,
Bharuch.
Bharuch. Okay,
Bharuch.
fine. Why?
Because it is industrialist area, that's why.
Where to get iron ore? In Palej?
Sir,
Iron
to
mines
get
are
iron
iron
and
mines
rod
are there
easily
in
we
Palej.
set up.
or nearby Mattiwala Public School. You have to carry from Karnataka or from Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, sir. From Jharkhand we have to carry.
Then transportation. You know diesel price if you carry using trucks.
Yes, sir.
So not feasible in short. So set up industry in Bharuch because it's closer to our homes, but feasible for us, suitable for us, easier for us. In but business view, not feasible at all. Any other option, guys?
Sir, better to set up industry in Jharkhand
Yes.
or nearby Jharkhand.
Yes, that is right. Because iron ore is available there, coal also, limestone can be carried easily, transportation facilities are available there for finished goods as well as raw material, water supply is available, right? So that is why in India also that most of the industries are concentrated nearby those areas. Let me take your attendance before we go further. Give me 2 minutes. Please keep your audio turn off. So without problem, I can take your attendance. Okay. Done. More. So what we are talking about? Yes, location of industries. Idle where